What happens when legends ride into the sunset and never return?
If they move, kill them.
The payrolls were harder to get at.
The Wild Bunch wasn't just a film, it was a turning point. Gritty, violent, unforgiving.
Yes, we shall gather at the river, the beautiful, Hey! Hey, stop! Stop!
A cinematic revolution that redefined the Western, and the men who brought it to life became icons of the genre. But even legends don't live forever. Today we remember the iconic actors from the Wild Bunch who have passed away. With eyes that could burn through dust and silence, Warren Oates brought a raw, restless soul to every frame he touched. As Lyle Gorch in the Wild Bunch, he wasn't just part of the outlaw gang. He was its unpredictable spark. Picture that iconic scene. Lyle, slick with sweat and defiance, twin holsters at his hips, daring the world to challenge his loyalty to Pike Bishop.
That's right, that's what we was doing!
His presence felt electric. Careless laughter followed by a gunshot meant you never knew which side of fear you'd land on. Off-screen, Warren was the quintessential character actor, unforgettable, yet often unrecognized. Known for his intense, complex roles, he left a mark not just in the Wild Bunch, but in films like Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia and The Getaway. He died on April 3, 1982 in Los Angeles of a heart attack, confirmed by autopsy. Gone too soon but never forgotten, Warren left behind characters who still ride in the hearts of movie lovers.
Why don't you answer me, you damn yellow-livered trash?
Now, Pike, you know
I
damn
don't
well...
know a damn thing except I either lead this bunch or end it right now.
He wasn't just the leader of the Wild Bunch. William Holden was Hollywood royalty with a rebel's edge. As Pike Bishop, he stood at the helm of Sam Peckinpah's violent revolution, gripping his Browning machine gun as if the weight of a dying era rested in his hands. In the sun-drenched Mexican frontier of 1913, Holden's eyes flickered between weary resignation and hardened resolve, capturing a man caught between loyalty to his gang and the honest fear of obsolescence. Holden's quiet moments, like tossing coins to a weary mother before the final ride, are etched into cinema history, spoken in silence and steel. Off-screen, his life's end was more tragic. On November 12, 1981, aged 63, he slipped on a rug in his Santa Monica apartment, struck his head and bled to death, his body discovered days later. From Oscar glory to dusty showdowns, Holden's legacy remains as bold and unforgettable as the man himself. Few actors could summon inner torment like Robert Ryan, a man whose eyes told stories before he even spoke. In The Wild Bunch, Ryan's Deke Thornton is the reluctant hunter, tasked with chasing down the very men he once rode beside. Watch the way he holds his silence as Pike rides away, or the weariness behind his threats. It's not just law he's upholding, but the ghosts of friendship, betrayal, and years lost in a prison cell.
And I wish to God I was with them. The next time you make a mistake, I'm going to ride off and let you die.
Ryan doesn't just play Thornton, he inhabits him, with a quiet intensity that lingers long after the gunfire fades. Off-screen, Ryan was as complex as his roles, an intellectual, a pacifist, and a champion of civil rights, often cast as the heavy but never typecast in life. He died of lung cancer on July 11, 1973, at age 63, leaving behind a legacy of performances that haunt and inspire. Robert Ryan brought depth to darkness and dignity to villains.
Oh, my, what a bunch. Big tough one, eh?
With a voice like gravel and eyes that never blinked from the truth, Edmund O'Brien was a scene stealer in every era. As the wheezing, shotgun-toting Sykes in the Wild Bunch, he brought a chaotic heart to the blood and grit. Wild-eyed and limping through Mexican dust, Sykes was the old outlaw who still laughed at death, and O'Brien made you believe he'd seen it all. Whether cracking a joke mid-gunfight or dragging himself to save what was left of the gang, he was unforgettable, a man too stubborn to die with dignity, and better for it. Off-screen, O'Brien faced his own battles. Struck by Alzheimer's in the early 1980s, he faded from the spotlight before passing away on May 9, 1985, at 69. His career stretched from Oscar-winning turns in noir classics to the dusty borderlands of the Wild Bunch, each role marked by that unyielding grit. Edmund O'Brien's legacy is carved in stone, tough, wry, and impossible to forget. He came in with a swagger and a smirk. Bo Hopkins always knew how to make an entrance, even among legends. In the Wild Bunch, he was Crazy Lee, the twitchy, trigger-happy lookout left behind to guard hostages. And you remember every second he's on screen. Wild-eyed and shouting from behind a bank vault, Bo made Crazy Lee funny, frightening, and tragically expendable.
Yes, we shall gather at the river, the beautiful, the beautiful. Hey! Hey, stop! Stop!
It was a brief role, but one that burned into the film's mythology like a lit fuse. That wild charisma followed Bo across 5 decades, from American Graffiti to The Getaway, The Killer Elite, and countless gritty TV westerns. Born in 1938, Bo Hopkins carved out a career as one of Hollywood's most unforgettable outlaws and anti-heroes. But on May 28, 2022, after suffering a heart attack, Bo Hopkins passed away at the age of 84. He may have played the outlaw, but his charm made him unforgettable. Bo Hopkins rode off with style. Behind that unmistakable grin was a powerhouse of emotion. Ernest Borgnine was a tough guy with heart. As Dutch Engstrom in The Wild Bunch, he was Pike's loyal bulldog, the kind of man who laughed in the face of death and never flinched when the bullets flew. His laugh was loud, his loyalty louder. Dutch wasn't just muscle, he was family, the one who cracked jokes between shootouts and stood tall when the end came marching. Borgnine, who won a Best Actor Oscar for Marty, 1955, became a beloved titan of character acting, known for his grit, warmth, and unforgettable screen presence. His chemistry with William Holden helped make The Wild Bunch a landmark Western. Borgnine never stopped working, his career spanning over 6 decades and countless roles. On July 8, 2012, at age 95, he died of kidney failure in Los Angeles. He brought laughter, tears, and a rare kind of grit to every role. And in The Wild Bunch, Borgnine gave us one last glorious ride. They galloped through gunfire, betrayal, and bloodshed, etched forever into film history. But behind the roles were real men, with lives that didn't end on the silver screen, but in the quiet corners of time. Which performance from The Wild Bunch left the biggest mark on you? Let us know in the comments, and if you're a fan of classic cinema, hit that like button and subscribe for more Hollywood history. More legendary stories are coming. Thank you for watching.